Hi there guys, what's going on? Welcome to this video. Today I wanted to talk about not getting injured, and I think that in my journey I might have got pretty lucky not to get injured because I went very hard sometimes and probably not doing all the best steps possible. I wouldn't, for example, stretch much after the workout. But there is one thing that saved me. Today, this is the thing that I want to talk about, and that I think will definitely help you a lot to not get injured. Is to be very self-aware during your workouts. So this is something that obviously I've seen, happen sometimes with people. They train and they don't seem to be very aware. They're like kind of like on autopilot. They go to the gym after their whole day of work, and it would happen sometimes someone just mess up his neck during the workout or whatever. So I think there are obviously many reasons for that. One is obviously jumping too fast on the weight, and obviously people usually in the gym go way too fast. They jump from the empty bar, for example, on the bench press to 60 directly, and I think it's way too much. They don't warm up their shoulders and most of the things that will involve the movement. But one other thing that can help you not get injured in the long term is to be very self-aware. Each time you're doing a set, for example, you really want to be aware that you're going to do this set. You just don't go for the set without really thinking in your thoughts. You're like, I'm going to do a heavy set right now, and so I'm aware of this, and because you're aware of that, you're lessening obviously the injuries that could happen. Injuries that could happen when obviously you're not really thinking about your set. So the advice might sound very casual, that obviously you have to be focused for your workout, but it's not just being focused, because sometimes people are focused, but here it's really to be aware, like literally telling yourself before doing a set, I'm gonna do a set right now, and it's gonna be pretty heavy. As soon as you do this, in my opinion, each time you do that, you lessen obviously the injuries that could happen from that. I think the only times where I've kind of like popped my neck, or like for like 3 days after you have your neck like this, literally, because you had like a bad movement that kind of hurt your neck, or it could be whatever else. It was when I wasn't really self-aware of my workout, and even though I warmed up, I kind of like went to heavy weight, like being in my thoughts and just being like, doing my thing on autopilot. And the thing in the long term that saved me is that before each, at least heavy set, because that's where obviously you take more risks, is that before taking the big dumbbells, I'm like, I'm going to do my set right now, and I'm aware of that. I'm going to be fully focused, and obviously the self-awareness in a lot of aspects obviously of life helps you obviously sometimes in some aspect to go into problems and issues, etc. And here in the gym, kind of the same. It helps you from getting injured simply. So each time you do your workouts, each time you do your sets, and mostly the heavy sets, make sure you're really aware that you're going to do your set. Tell yourself, I might get injured, I could get injured, but because I'm really aware of that, it's gonna lessen my my chances to be injured. So obviously there's so many more factors to warm up, but here that was like a little video to remind you to not be on autopilot. In between your sets you can be in your thoughts, etc., but before your actual sets, and mostly the heavy sets, really make sure that you know, you're present to the moment and that you're gonna take the big weights, and that you need to be ready for that and aware that you're taking the big weights before doing so in the long term, to avoid injuries or just bad movements that could kind of like hurt your an area of your body for a few days. It's never nice, and it's always kind of like a warning that you didn't do the right thing. So, you know, you have to learn from this as well. So that was just this video for today, guys. Just wanted to get in touch with you and to give, you know, some tips. So that was a warming up tip. Be aware, self-aware of the workout that you do and the sets that you do to avoid injuries in the long term. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Leave it a like and subscribe if you haven't yet. I will see you next time.